Good morning, all of you. Today we are going to learn another solvency ratio, and which is the last solvency ratio, that is interest coverage ratio. This is the only solvency ratio which will come in times. It means after getting the answer, you will write times. Let's take an example. Your answer comes 3. So you will not write 3 is to 1. Instead of that, you will write 3 times. Now, what this ratio shows? Formula is net profit before interest and tax, which is called PBIT. This already you have learned in your BST, that profit before interest and tax upon interest on long-term debts or long-term borrowings. Now see, this ratio shows a relationship between profit before interest and tax upon interest on long-term borrowing. It means that how much amount of interest is covered by profit, but this profit should not be after tax, because after tax is the last profit, means now no more provisions or no more expenses you are going to pay after deducting tax. That's why you have to take net profit before interest and tax. Before interest, that's why, because interest you have to pay, so before that you have to check that how much profit you are having with you. Now if you see this ratio is high, then it is better. It means that if your answer is 6, it means that from this profit you can pay 6 times interest on long term borrowing. So it is said that the ratio is higher, it is better, and if the ratio is low, the firm or the enterprise is not able to pay interest from available profits. The ratio should be always high. Too high will also be accepted and high will also be accepted. Now this is the illustration number 64. Net profit after tax, or you can say profit after tax, is given 1,20,000. Now always remember, you don't want after tax profit, you always want before interest and tax profit. So you have to find profit before tax from after tax. Then you have been given 12% long term debt. Now in this question they have only given long term debt, but if you see the examples given in your exercise, many a times instead of long term debts they will give loan, or they will give debentures, or they will give bonds, but all are considered as your long term debt. And this rate of percentage means it is a interest on it, and this is the amount of debt. This is not interest, but actually the debt which you have taken, it is the amount of that debt. Interest you have to calculate by applying this rate on this amount. Interest is necessary because you can see that in your formula denominator is interest on long term borrowing. So only one thing is given, this one, interest on long term borrowing. If you do 12% of 20 lakhs, you will get the amount of interest. Then they have given tax rate 40%. Now see, you will be able to understand the solution only if you know the format of your current P&L statement properly. If you remember, in your P&L statement, first it comes revenue from operation, then it comes other income, then it is total revenue, then number 4 expenses, and in that you are having sub heads A, B, C, D, E and F, and then you are writing total expense, right? And then number 5 you are having profit before tax, and then you are deducting tax, and then you are getting profit after tax. This is the format of your P&L statement. Don't worry, you are not supposed to write the whole format, but for explanation I have to write this format. Now if you remember, in this expense there is a one head which is called finance cost, and in that finance cost I said that you will write only interest on borrowings, right? So that's why. Okay, now then you will get total expense, right? You have to just keep in mind that there is a one head which is called finance cost, in which you are always writing interest on borrowing. Now I want to explain these three things. How you got profit before tax. From total revenue you are deducting total expense, then you will get profit before tax, that is 3 minus 4, right? Then after writing tax amount, you will deduct tax from this, so you will get profit after tax. Now if I say that from this 3 you have been given this profit after tax in your question, see, right? Net profit after tax. So from this you have to go here. Profit before tax means from after tax you have to go to before tax. So you, if you know this format properly, then it becomes very easy to find out. Afterwards I will come to this point, that why you have to keep in mind this finance cost also, because interest is a part of finance cost. First of all, let's talk about this. So now you understood that first you will get profit before tax, from that you will deduct tax, then you will get profit after tax, and this is called your last profit, final profit after tax. And you don't need after tax, you need before tax. So first we will convert after tax profit into before tax. So how we will start? Okay, first I will write that format. First you get profit before tax, then less tax, then you will get profit after tax. Now out of this 3 I am having this tax rate is given, which is how much? 40%. So I will write over here 40%. Now you know that this tax you are going to deduct from this profit before tax. So fortunately this tax is depend on this profit before tax. You should have some figure over here. From that only you will deduct this 40. So let us assume that profit before tax is 100. This is a assumption, because we don't have profit before tax. We are assuming, right? Assume that profit before tax is 100. Now you are having tax rate 40%. So you have to deduct from this. So 100 का 40% 40 होता है. So less tax 40. So you get after tax profit after tax 60, right? Now this I am having profit after tax, I am having 1,20,000. So can I say that I am having this 60? That's why I have written 60 is equal to 1,20,000. Now out of this 3 I want directly this profit before tax. So can I put question mark that on 60 1,20,000, on 100 how much? Because 100 is profit before tax. So I got 100 cross multiplication, 100 into 1,20,000 divided by 60. So 100 into 1,20,000 divided by 60. So you got 2 lakhs. Now this 2 lakhs is called profit before tax. So you got this profit before tax. How much? 2 lakhs. Right? Now let's talk about this. Now you got this profit before tax. But if you see this P&L statement carefully, finance cost is already deducted from this, because here it is total expense, and this you got how? Total revenue minus total expense. So in this expense, interest is already included, right? Because interest in finance cost. So this profit is only before tax, but it is after interest, right? So this profit before tax will be called profit before tax, but after interest. Now why it is after interest? Because this profit is रेवेन्यू माइनस एक्सपेंस, और ये एक्सपेंस में ऑलरेडी फाइनेंस कॉस्ट आ चुका है टोटल एक्सपेंस में, जो रेवेन्यू में से क्या होने वाला है? माइनस. तो कैन आई से दिस इज प्रॉफिट बिफोर टैक्स? टैक्स के पहले है क्योंकि टैक्स माइनस नहीं हुआ है, बट ये इंटरेस्ट के बाद है. सो सिमिलरली हियर ऑल्सो दिस इज द सेम फॉर्मेट, राइट? So can I say this profit is before tax but after interest? So I got before tax, but I want both before interest and tax. So tax तो हो गया before, अब मुझे उसको interest में before करना हो तो मुझे interest का amount add करना पड़ेगा इसके अंदर. So net profit before and interest tax finally will be, first write before tax which is 2 lakhs, and now it is